Sometimes it can be embarrassing and painful when a young woman, a young lady presents to the clinic when she's already 6 weeks gone, 2 months gone on account of being pregnant and she doesn't even know. Most of the times, these women have or get symptoms of pregnancy, such as like bloating, nausea and vomiting, missed period, breast tenderness, urine frequency, and some other things. But they don't even know that it's pregnancy that is doing them till possibly they go to see a medical doctor, and then the medical doctor discovers that okay, this could be pregnancy, and then they now refer them to antenatal clinic for proper booking and proper antenatal care. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Dara and I'm a fifth year medical student and I'm currently on my antenatal posting. How can you miss your period in a month and you know that you met with opposite sex and nothing comes to your head? Basically, there might be no problem even if you don't get to know on time and you're already maybe like 2 months, 6 weeks, 8 weeks gone. But an early detection helps you know the kind of care you're going to get, the kind of supplement, scan, and gives an extra advantage. Like I said earlier, most women don't even want to maybe have a baby yet, but then some things happen and they don't even know they've taken in weeks pass, a month, oh my god, a month passes, and then all of a sudden when they notice that okay they're pregnant, then they begin to look for options and they start trying to do D&C, that is dilation and curettage, and it leads to severe complications that could be detrimental to their health or even sometimes death. So we have to find a way to prevent this, and by preventing this we have to detect this pregnancy on time. Currently, I'm on my way to the antenatal clinic. Like I said, I'm on antenatal posting. So after the clinic, I'm going to buy. Oh my God, this one is much. I'm going to go buy the pregnancy test strip. This is going to be a step-by-step process. So make sure you stick till the end of this video so you get every juice of what I'm going to spill out and how this is supposed to be done. We just finished classes. After the posting, we had classes, pedo classes. So we are done now, and I'm going outside the gate to go buy the pregnancy strip. I did buy the PT strip. I got it for 200 naira. Now I don't know. Probably this might have different prices based on maybe the pharmacy you get to go to. But this is the one I got by Apes. Apes is the name of the company. But this is a pregnancy test strip, and it comes in different brands, different brands make them. So all of them are all test strips, pregnancy test strip, and they do the same function, right? So the first thing you have to do when you want to do this test, the first thing you need to get is you need to get this strip, and you need to get a container, an empty container that's very dry so water does not contaminate the strip. Your urine and water does not mix together, so you have to make sure that it's neat and dry. Okay, this is a practical one, so I'm going to be using my urine. So I'm just going to put my urine in here. Our specimen is here, our urine is here, and you don't necessarily have to fill up your container, just a little bit. This is even a little bit much. Now some persons might ask, what my urine, which of the urine during the day should I use? Normally, from what I've read in some books, most of them recommend or say it's better to use your early morning urine than any time of the day urine. Now, here is why. What this urine test is just going to show or just going to pick up is your HCG levels. HCG levels is human chorionic gonadotropin levels, right? And this is increased very well during pregnancy when a lady is pregnant. So when you're pregnant and you do this urine test for pregnancy, the strip is going to pick up the high level of HCG and it's going to be integrated, and you're going to know whether it's positive or negative from this strip. If it's positive, you're pregnant. If it's negative, meaning there was no HCG hormone detected or level detected. Though some persons say you can use any hour of the day urine, the only difference is that normally if you're pregnant, you're going to be producing HCG, whether it's morning, day, or whatever. But just for you to be sure, these HCG levels are actually increased during the morning hours when you just sleep and wake up, right? And what you have to take is the midstream, your midstream urine. When you're urinating, the first part that comes out, you just let it flow, then you take it the in between, and then you pour out the rest. I don't know if you understand, but it has to be a midstream urine, so there'll be no interference, maybe with bacteria or whatsoever. So you just have to pour out the first one, take in your midstream with your container, and pour out the remaining. Now, this is the part we've all been waiting for. To tear out this, you have to be careful. There's an indication mark where you can cut from, right? Yeah. And most times people can't even interpret the results, the readings from this. But the people that made this made it easy. You can even see it here, easy to use, accurate and fast. So they even gave like an indication or a guide for you to know if you're positive or if you're negative. Now looking at this, they indicated that if you see two lines that appear on this strip after dipping it into the urine, then you're positive. But if you just see one line, then you're negative. But you can still see one line and then it's not really giving a true result. That is why some person might just say you also need a blood test to check for your pregnancy, to check if you're pregnant or not. Because in this strip, there's a side labeled control and there's a side labeled test. This is how this strip looks like. Yeah, this is it. So like I said, so I said something about control and test earlier. Even if you see a one line mark and it is in the test is usually down here, just a part here, the control is usually up. If you look at the back of this stuff, you can actually understand it better. Now if this result comes out and the line is on control, which is above, then you're okay, you're negative. But even if this one line comes out and the line is on test, which is below, then that result is invalid. It's giving you a false, it's giving you a false result, and you need to check or you need to reconfirm using a blood test, or you can still need to reconfirm using another PT strip, because you might not really be satisfied with your result with just using one strip. So you can actually use another PT strip. Then if it still gives you that invalid result when the one line is on the test, then you need to go to the clinic, the hospital, and see a doctor. How do you insert this strip? Look at this mark. As you dip it into your urine, make sure your urine does not pass this thickened line, right? So you have to dip this into here and make sure that the urine does not pass that line I showed you, right? Because as you're dipping it in, you're going to see something running, like a red line going up. I don't know how to explain that, but when you dip it, you notice a change in the color of the strip. It changed like from, you will see a red mark as if the line is absorbing this urine, and the line goes up. Now you bring it out and leave it for 3 minutes. You read the result in 3 minutes time. So watch your time. Dun, dun, dun. Now look at this. I don't know if you can see that red stuff is going up. So once you put your strip into the urine, the red just start moving up. This strip starts absorbing it, like in secondary school there's something we did, the chromatography. Yeah, this is like an evidence of what that is all about. So like now is, I'm already seeing the result because the strip has absorbed the urine and has detected any HCG level that might be in it. It's almost 3 minutes, and at this point, this is the point when some persons who know that they've actually done something with the opposite sex, they begin to hyperventilate, they begin to have palpitation because they're not sure of what this result is going to give them. They begin to, because they might not even be expecting a baby or planning to conceive, but they just need to be sure. So this result time is an intense moment. because you don't even know what is you're going to say. Sometimes you might not even wait for 3 minutes and the result is already popping and looking at you, but just to be on the safe side, because you might be seeing one line and over time it turns to two lines. Maybe by the time you discarded it, it now changes and reads very well and becomes two lines. And you will not even know, because immediately you just saw one line, you became excited, you're not pregnant, and you discarded your strip. So that is why it's recommended that you read it in 3 minutes time, to make sure that um the solvent, that is this urine, has been absorbed very well by the strip to get your accurate reading. So it's 3 minutes and we are negative. Like, what am I expecting? So we're negative. So if you look very well, this red line is somehow on top, very close to this area. So this is the control, meaning it is negative. This one line shows negative. But even if you have one line and the one line is a little bit downwards, then that result is invalid. You have to repeat this pregnancy test using this PT strip again, or you just have to be on the safer side and go for a blood test, because blood tests can be more accurate than using a urine using your urine, right? So make sure, if you want to use this, make sure that you go through the back of this strip to understand what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to read it, and avoid any had I known or miscalculated results. So this is basically how to check your pregnancy status using a pregnancy test strip at home using your urine, right? I really hope you understand this video, or you understood this video, the detailed the process I showed you all. If you understood, do let me know something in the comment. Say something in the comment that you understood it very well. And if you're someone that has been in this situation before, you can let me know. And if you're someone that will be trying this, okay, because the pregnancy is not a disaster, right? It's a natural phenomenon and a physiological process. If you'll be trying this guide, you can also let me know at home, and I'll be so grateful that people understood my learning, people understood my teaching, people understood this practice, because your body is your body, your reproductive system is yours and you alone. So you need to know what is going on with your body, what is going on down there, because if you don't, who will? So to prevent any future panicking, any that is not even necessary, you just have to know to test yourself. Once you know you've met the opposite gender and you've missed your period, and like in a week time the period still did not come, because though sometimes there can be fluctuations in your menstrual irregularity because of stress and all of those, and in 1 week time your period is nowhere to be found, please, hey, just go and check, use a PT strip at home. The main key is, if you know you did something and without using a protection and you've missed your period, please go home and do a pregnancy urine test. Okay?